What is sleep? Why is it so important? When should you go to sleep? What is the Krabby Patty secret formula? These are by far the four biggest questions in human history, and today I'm going to be answering all of them and more with just one theory. This is. You do it every day, you do it when you're tired, and you even do it in video games. Sleep is a natural, restorative, physiological process that is characterized by perceptual disengagement and must be rapidly reversible. It is the most natural and powerful form of self care for all of us. You may wonder how. While you are sleeping, you are unconscious after all, but your brain and body functions are still active. It is important because while you sleep, your body uses less energy, which allows cells to resupply and stock up for the next day. It makes it easier for your body to heal injuries, and overall, it helps process new information, stay healthy, and feel rested. Without enough quality sleep, it is safe to say your brain and body will not work as they should. But how do you know when to go to sleep? Sleep timing is influenced by homeostatic and circadian factors. The less we sleep, the more sleep we need, and vice versa. Twice a day, your alertness levels will peak, so will your sleepiness. Though there are signs you can pay attention to: yawning, ptosis, reduced behavioral activity, lapses in attention, closing eyes, and head nodding, among others. But factors like motivation and stimulation can reduce the behavioral signs of sleepiness, which is why many people underestimate physiological sleepiness. How does your body even know to respond like this? Where's the proof? We all have an internal clock in our brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, located in the hypothalamus. It is responsible for controlling circadian rhythms, which are internal body clock cycles that regulate various physiological processes over a roughly 24-hour period, including sleep wake patterns, hormone regulation, temperature regulation, cognitive function, metabolism, muscle performance, pretty much everything in your body. It's just a question of the magnitude. So, how will you know if you're not getting enough sleep? If you're not getting enough sleep or your sleep quality isn't good, you'll probably know it just from how you feel. The first thing that happens when you don't sleep well is you become irritable and inattentive. You may feel tired and lack energy throughout the day or drowsy.
Drowsiness is red alert. Drowsiness is red alert. Drowsiness is red alert. Drowsiness is red alert.
You hear the
Drowsiness
alarm?
is red alert.
It means there's a
Drowsiness is red
problem.
alert.
If you are
Drowsiness is red
feeling
alert.
drowsy, you should
Drowsiness is
not be
red alert.
doing anything that
Drowsiness is
requires
red alert.
you to be at peak alertness, and take it as a sign that you should rest. And if it's an occurring feeling, perhaps you may have some sort of sleeping disorder. Insomnia, obstructive sleep apnea, parasomnias, restless leg syndrome, narcolepsy, and circadian disorders such as delayed sleep phase syndrome and jet lag, to name a few, are quite common and can truly impact sleep. But there are ways to counter this. Take jet lag, for example. You may still be skeptical about our circadian rhythm guiding sleep patterns, but hear me out. Jet lag is when our circadian system is not aligned with the 24-hour day. When you travel across several time zones, your body's internal clock is still synchronized with your original time zone and hasn't adjusted to the new time zone of the new location. This results in your body's natural rhythms being out of sync with the day and nighttime hours of the destination, which can cause all sorts of problems. But it can be countered. It's all about light. With the right exposure at specific times of the day, the depending on the intensity of the light, duration of exposure, and wavelength composition. It can easily be reversed. If this exposure to light is impacting sleep, surely there must be a body system that responds to the stimulation. It's our circadian system. But don't get too much sunlight at the wrong time. You may end up like these guys. Your brain also thinks sleep is more important than a lot of other things. You ever hear any friend or family members snoring every single night? That may be cause for concern. Sleeping should be silent, and this could be a sign of obstructive sleep apnea, where there are intermittent pauses or difficulty breathing while sleeping due to blockage in the throat, which is why you'll hear a snore. Because your brain will prioritize sleeping over breathing. Sleep is very important, and you must make sure to get quality sleep to perform your best every single day. The proof is in the data, and that is sleep theory. Sleep, suprachiasmatic nucleus, circadian rhythm, jet lag. We hit everything in this theory. Even if you don't believe everything I said, you gotta admit, it does make a lot of sense. But I forgot one thing, the answer to the last question. What is the Krabby Patty secret formula? That I don't know. But what I do know, as a wise man once said, your life is reflected in your sleep, and your sleep is reflected in your life.